Hi, I'm Bill Hodges. I'm president of Fort Worth Fly Fishers, and I've been a member for 6 or 7 years now. The club started in 1985 by a group of men who wanted to promote their sport of fly fishing to people like themselves who might want a new hobby or something of that nature. Since that time, we've become a large club, but we're probably the fastest growing. We have about 240 members now. We think that the more members that we can get, then the more we can train people in the art of fly fishing. We meet once a month. We have featured speakers that are excellent at what they do. They may be nationally recognized, or they might be a local person talking about local streams. We go out on outings quite a lot. Once a month we will have an outing, whether it might be a local stream or lake or river, or we will go to Broken Bow, Oklahoma. We go up to Colorado every year. Fly fishing is not just for trout in a mountainous region somewhere. You can fish anywhere in the world with a fly rod for any species of fish, regardless of the size. Fly fishing itself is not that difficult to learn. The difference between a casting rod, or let's say a spin cast or bait cast reel, is that you're taking a weighted lure, and that lure is pulling the line from the reel, whereas in fly fishing, the weight of the line itself, which is much thicker, the weight of that bends the rod back and loads it up, and you forward cast it to wherever you want. Wherever the tip of the rod goes is exactly where that fly is going to end up. That's one of the main differences. Also, you can study what the fish are eating and find a fly that matches that. It could be a nymph on the bottom of the river that you found under a rock. It could be one that's emerging to the top of the river, or it could be one that's made it to the top, like a mayfly or a caddisfly. Their back splits open, the wings come out, and they're trying to dry their wings. That's when they're most vulnerable, and that's where a good dry fly will work. There's nothing more gratifying than to know that a fly you tied last night, you're catching a large bass up at Texoma, maybe a striped bass, or a bluegill in any particular river in this area or anywhere else. There's nothing better than that adrenaline rush that you get when you have tied a fly, but you know that that pull on the end of the line is a fish and not a rock on the bottom of the river. So we think a lot of people can really benefit from fly fishing. Put down the bait casting and spin casting reels and just give it a try.